Hi, how are you? I am DJ Aviva. I have been a vinyl DJ for a very long time, over 25 years, both in the clubs and now on Twitch for the last 4 years. So you could always join us at twitch.com/DJ Aviva. I am just going to show you a little bit of what I do. I am an original vinyl DJ, as I mentioned, and these are my Technique 1200s, as they're called. They have slip mats on them so that you can always make sure that you don't just put a record down on the actual platter itself, but you're protecting your record. And also along with it, and I'm going to be showing you in another video, some 7 inches, aka 45s. We love to play them. We have a lot of them. There's some here just as an example in the speed rack. But we use these adapters when we are playing 7 inches or 45s. I like to call them 45s, aka spider arms. And you will probably recognize the symbol. They're called spider arms because that's what they used to look like back in the day. And they are also the Spin logo. If you ever have read Spin magazine, that is the logo right there, and that's where it comes from. So there are many different ways to have a 45 adapter. You can also sometimes buy some of your favorite artists. This one right here is a 45 adapter, and that is Gary Newman. So he was selling them. Of course, I had to support my friend, and so I also had one of that. So there's many ways that you can use an adapter when you are using your turntables. But it is very important not only that you have the proper equipment. Now, if you have turntable that comes in a suitcase, I don't mock it at all, especially with the way things are in terms of cost these days and the fact that vinyl is so expensive. However you enjoy your vinyl is how you are meant to enjoy your vinyl. If you ever should want to step it up, you could always look into getting a Technique or another type of turntable. It definitely lasts. I've had these amazing Techniques. They are my everything. I've had them since 1998. I got them down on Canal Street when I was starting to DJ in real life, and they have lasted the whole time. The most important piece of that also, though, is when you have your turntables, is making sure that there's a few factors that go with it. One of them is making sure that you have a quality stylus. Now, I had the originals for a long time. I tend to like Ortophone, so I use them, and there's all different types. There's types just for listening. There's types if you're doing scratching. There's types of stylus needles as well. If you're using it for beat matching, there's all different types, so make sure that you find the one that works for you. But another important piece that I will talk about, and anyone that watches when I spin, they will see, an important piece is making sure that you have a proper brush. This is one right here. I love Big Fudge. It's a very sturdy brush. And we always make sure that whenever you use your records, because remember, there are grooves which make that sound, you want to make sure that you clean your records on each use. I know that seems like a lot, but it is super important that you do. And so what I like to do, and I actually also, and if you want to send me a message, I actually create my own solution, vinyl solution. It is very important that you always clean. And you can use this with stuff from home, believe it or not. So if you don't want to spend the money on getting solution, it's okay. You can actually make some at home, and it's pretty cheap to make it. So what we're going to do, and I'm going to show you how we actually clean our records, is that you're going to make sure, and it is also important that you don't touch it on the groove itself. Try to avoid it at all costs if you can. And you're going to put it, or actually touch the label itself, the inner label. And so I'm going to put this down for 1 second and just show you how we clean a record. Now, a lot of you that haven't had records before, you just want to make sure that you handle your records with care. I love all of my vinyl, and you have to make sure that you treat it properly so that the vinyl can last as long as it can. Now, mind you, a lot of vinyl that has existed has either been sitting in a warehouse. It has been sitting in grandma's basement. It has been maybe warped on the cover. You want to give your vinyl all the extra care that you can, because they are beautiful pieces of art, both on the outside and on the inside. And just you want to make sure that the audio, that the sound sonically is the best it can be within what it is. Now, if you go on Discogs, you'll see that it's always graded very good plus, good, or terrible, fair. There's a reason for that. Sometimes there's scratches. Sometimes there is the burn at the very beginning, which is where the cue burn, which is where a lot of people have actually got it to the point where they need to play it. So there is a cue burn on a lot of these records. So this is how you properly clean your record. You're going to make sure that your brush is cleaned. You try to clean your brush every once in a while because it does also get residue and also dust and all, just regular wear and tear. So you clean your records, clean your brush, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to grab your cleaning solution and you're just going to give it a couple. You can actually, sometimes I just turn it on and then you just add a little bit as you go, like that. And then as it's spinning, or you don't have to do it. And sometimes people do a deep wash as well. I don't always do that, but a lot of my fellow vinyl heads will do an actual vinyl cleanser. You can actually get a full wash and they clean the records for them. I tend to go the quick route because I have so many records. I'd be here all day long and I have 2 kids. So you do what you can with what you have, right? So you make sure that you clean it a couple times. So if you want to have it while it's spinning, you just keep the brush right on there. Or if you want to just manually do it. And then as you can see, it's actually cleaner than when we first started. You can see, you make sure that it has that shine. See how it shines? That's because you want to make sure that it's cleaned at every time that you play a record. And it'll give you the longevity of a record. So that's basically how you clean your records. And then also when you put it back in a sleeve, you want to make sure that you have a paper sleeve as well as a plastic sleeve on the outside if you really want to give your records as much care as you possibly can. So that is how you clean your records. That is just a quick introduction to who I am as DJ Aviva. Again, please join us. I am on Wednesday nights and Saturday nights. Wednesday nights we do our punk and new wave and alt rock and all that amazing stuff. That's Wednesday nights. That is our midweek, mid-tempo mayhem. And then on Saturday nights, it's our Saturday night special. And with that, we do house music and beats and freestyle and lots of things that keep you dancing into the weekend. So again, I am DJ Aviva. I hope this was helpful for you. I am all things vinyl, a lot of things 80s. But I'd love to chat with you more. If you're a vinyl head like I am, come chat with me. And if you have any questions, I'll also give you if you want that solution for your vinyl. But make sure you clean your records. It's super important.